Hello and welcome to Hanamate. I would like to show you my favorite junk journal. So this is something that I'm into for last few weeks. I'm making junk journals in little binders. So this binder is easy to purchase. It's 6 ring binder that is not journal, it's diary or calendar or whatever address book. I cut into pieces an old art book and I put it in. That's how simple it is. I made one video about that. It is super easy and I don't think you need instructions for it. However, you may appreciate the idea because it gives lots of flexibility, and I do love the fact that the pages are already super artsy and you can just add a little bit to make it your own, or you can just write in it. So junk journal is something that we create from junk, from any kind of paper products that had previous life, and then we can either add more embellishments in it, or we can draw in it. We can use it as sketchbook, or we can use it as a memoir. We can write in it, whatever you want. When I'm working on my junk journals, this is my supplies. I have some other supplies in a nicer, organized way. However, this is my dumping box. So any kind of leftovers, I dump it in one box and then I can pick through it and play with it. I'm also using scissors and glue. I don't really care what kind of glue I use. I don't use acid-free anymore, and glue sticks, as much as I hate them environmentally, they are fantastic and handy, especially if you don't have that much time to create. You just want to sit for half an hour and make something. Hope you can kind of get idea from the variety of different paper scraps that I use. More of them, the better, in the way, right? You have more choices and it gives you more ideas what you can do. And then I like to lay everything on the table or on the countertop and play with them and adding in eventually. So here are just few samples that I made in one evening. I guess I was watching one show, one 60-minute show, and I'm just playing around with the layout of the pages. It's kind of nice to lay it all out and add more and then come back to it and maybe remove something and eventually glue it. I don't mind kind of gluing right away, but I have done it so many times that I'm somewhat confident and I don't care for the results. I'm making it for myself. And you can have tons of fun with these, right? I hope you also see a few ideas what I'm using. So all the amazing products that were in my junk box. So any kind of papers, any pieces of books, scrapbooking paper, other craft papers, tissue papers, envelopes, stickers, name tags, anything goes. You can have tons and tons of different maps. I forgot to say maps. Oh my gosh. Yes, receipts, anything. There's so much stuff that you can use. And of course, at some point when we start hoarding these materials, we pick something that we like, that is our style, that we know will go well together, right? But once again, this is one of the best hobbies probably for anybody who either has got confidence to make anything and want to make something amazing, or somebody who doesn't have confidence and they kind of eventually learn how it doesn't matter because it's your own and you can do what you want. You can also follow many people online who make junk journals or do card making, scrapbooking, and you can somewhat copy their idea. You can learn from them. I do love it when I have somewhat idea what I want to do with the page. You kind of look at it and like, oh, this one needs more color, this one needs this one needs that. So it's always important to have lots of background, or at least 3, 4, 5 colors on the background, and then you can add more to the front from labels, different write-ups to cutouts. By the way, I don't know if you can see the black and white pictures. They are from kids' coloring books, and I just recently started playing with one, using up stuff from it, and I love it. So it's kind of cool. This is probably the simplest method you can do, right? Just tearing paper, cutting paper, and kind of overlaying it, basically doing collages. There are a little bit more advanced methods when you are doing stamping and shading and embossing and whatever different methods, but I'm just showing you the super basic, right? Because I do think that when you watch me, you are like, hey, it's not actually that difficult. Or even she is struggling and she is replacing it and then she switches it again. There is definitely a nice method of doing some kind of edging, doing overlay. And as I mentioned, scissors are great, but if you actually tear something, you achieve kind of nicer edge, and I love that. When you work on your junk journals, I prefer this method of having everything lay on the countertop rather than doing page by page. It may seem a little bit stressful, or you work too much time on one page, and then also when you work with glue, you may basically get the pages attached, right? So slightly damaged. Um, what else would I mention? Basically, have fun with this. Really enjoy yourself. It is pretty creative, and also remember you can always add more, right? And maybe plan a little bit what you are going to write in and what kind of stickers, colors you will add eventually. So that's about it. I hope you get somewhat inspired and you will yourself start junk journaling and enjoy it. So then when I finished my pages, I basically put them in the binder. So I used the hole puncher and I put them in. And as you can see, I already worked on this one for, I don't know, 2 weeks, right? So now I'm just adding more pages. I love the fact that I can work on one page on the front and then eventually I can do the back. I really enjoyed this process. Like it feels like a final touch, right? Putting them in and feeling satisfied what you did. It is always nice when I work on pages and then in the morning I look at them, I'm like, hey, this is actually pretty good. I did good job and I like it and I can write this and I can share it with this person and that person. It's really very enjoyable process and I hope you find it satisfying. By the way, if you are not using this method with the binder, it is same what I was just talking about applies to any other journals, right? You kind of use the same method and then you gather all the pages and you bind them, but the principle is the same. Of course, you can also make the journal first and then add embellishments to the pages. So now I'm showing you how much more time consuming it is when I'm just using a single hole puncher. And this is it. I'm quite happy. I am very happy actually. I think it worked out great and I had lots of fun. And as you can see, I just quickly put this together to make the video, honestly. But I will be coming back to those pages and adding more and more. I definitely want to do more printing and inking and embossing and embellishing it more. So I hope you find this inspiring and you enjoyed it. And if you like my ideas, follow me on Instagram or on Facebook. Thanks for watching, Handmade.